you guys feel that. Thank you for tuning into the Start Thinking Forward show. This is the one and only Brandon L. Draper, better known as the Motivational King. Don't believe me? Just keep on watching. And tonight's topic is about being loyal to yourself. And in fact, being loyal to yourself also helps you be loyal to your dreams. So, very powerful lesson that I think that sometimes we don't get. And there's a couple of reasons why we may not get it, and I got it. But at some point in time, you're going to get awakened. It could be someone said something to you, did something to you, who knows? But there's all types of reasons for you to have this great awakening in your life. But how do you be loyal? Worst thing you can ever do in life is be loyal or have more love and loyalty for something than it has for you. It is something that will hurt you so much. But a lot of people have love and loyalty for things that they don't care for. A lot of people get good at things. They get good at things that they hate. Think about it. There is a 4 trillion to 1 chance of you being here on this earth, right? You were the sperm that made it to the egg. So let's ask ourselves a couple of questions. 4 trillion to 1 chance that you're here. Now you're here. Now you live in a substandard life. And some people say, man, look, circumstances, macumstances. I don't care what you say, whatever excuse you give yourself. Well, I got kids. So freaking what? You're selfish. Anybody that would say that they don't want to be rich because, they got just enough, or anybody that pawns things off on their kids, well, I can't do it because of my kids, you're selfish. And I'm bringing it to you live tonight. You're selfish. You're not being loyal to yourself, and you're not being loyal to those who love and care about you. Loyalty leads to royalty, right? We got enough treachery in this world. We do not need to be treacherous to each other. We got to show nothing but love and blessings. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So, a lot of people are stuck in the mundane for whatever reason. This goes out to all the single mothers, single fathers. This goes out to the people that had the love of their life, lost them. This goes out to anyone that ever had any hurt in their life ever before. This is for you, right? Because oftentimes we lose our loyalty for things because of pain. So when we experience certain types of pain, it's hard for us to overcome. Now, why is that? Because you think about it for a second. Some of us, we want to go to college, but our parents said they wouldn't pay. That may have really hurt. You never went to college. You never got the experience of knowing what you could have done in that arena. And now you have to live with that pain forever. You got some of us that didn't finish college. You got some people out there that had children at a young age. You got people that have been raped, molested, all combination of things, and they experience these pains. And now those pains that they had have them having self-doubt and limiting expectations of themselves. So how do we overcome that? Because no one can ever convince me, not one person can ever convince me otherwise. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to the Start Thinking Forward show. You also can go online right now to www.thinkingforwardinc and go down to the go down to the link that says Thinking Forward Radio. You can also listen in and tune in to us. Also too, if you can please share this. We need more followers. We're trying to get syndicated with iHeartRadio, so we need as much followers as we can get. Can I get a yay? All right, so we need followers. That's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We need people to get out this message of hope. But tonight's message, if you're just now tuning in, is about being loyal to yourself and your dreams. And sometimes we experience so many pains that we get distracted from what really matters. So my question to you tonight, I don't care where you're at, what you're doing. The question here tonight is, what you're doing right now, is it worth you putting everything to the side that you ever dreamed of? Because the question is, how can you ever be the best version of you to be able to help someone else become the best version of them if you're living a lie within the truth that you've manifested for yourself. Somebody caught that, somebody missed that. How can you, if you're not the best version of you, you're not happy where you're at right now, your current station in life, for whatever excuses you may give it, how can you be the best version for anyone else when you're living a lie within a truth that you have manifested for yourself? Meaning mentally, you've convinced yourself to believe something that your heart is not in love with the idea of, point blank period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? But sometimes it takes for certain situations. Last week we were talking about the change and we were talking about growth. Early this week we actually talking about change and growth and the difference between the two, right? And it's kind of as a precursor for what we're getting ready to talk about tonight, because guess what? Sometimes the only time people change is when they're forced to change, meaning that they won't leave the job unless they're fired, right? But sometimes when someone is like, so somebody this week lost their job, right? And they got upset about losing their job, but what they realized that maybe they were too loyal, too crazy, whatever the case may be, that they were all these things too much, that they could not see the light at the end of the tunnel, that there was something bigger and better for them. But in order for them to do that, someone had to release them, because you on your own accord wouldn't release yourself. And that there's something greater for you. Because guess what? This is the punchline in this. Sometimes when you lose things, you gain things. Because think about it. The only way that you can receive, you got to give. Your hand has to be open. But sometimes when you open our hands, guess what? Something comes out of it. But guess what? Now there's space for something to go in. Right? There's something to go in. So why do we allow ourselves to be in a position, 4 trillion to 1, we allow ourselves to be in a position that we're living a life that we don't want to live. We're not happy, we're not content, but we continue to do it. It's because we settle, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty sure you guys know that. There's people out there that have settled in relationships. There's people out there that have settled for money. Whatever reason you have settled for, but you're not truly happy. So what's more important, having a pocket full of money and being miserable, or having a pocket full of money and being happy and being able to help other people? I think the worst feeling in the world is be a person that really cares about people, but you can't do nothing about how you feel because you don't have any money to do it for. And there might be someone on here and say, oh my God, he's talking about money. That's a curse word. No, it's not. No, it's not. Being wealthy and being able to help other people, there's nothing wrong with that. But the worst thing is to have a heart to do it and can't do it. You saying that you don't want to be rich is very selfish. Why I say it's selfish? Because guess what? You can help a lot more people being rich than you can being poor. Even if you look at a biblical sense of it, you look at Jesus. What did Jesus say? When they came to Jesus and they asked him, and I'm not going on a preaching tangent for those out there listening right now, but I'm stating facts. When they asked Jesus about taxes, what did he say? He didn't say, no, I'm not paying no taxes. You know who I am? I've been sent here by my heavenly Father. I'm not paying no taxes. He didn't say that. He said, give to Caesar what is Caesar. That's what he said. Why did he say that? Why did he say that? Because he understood even in this realm, in this world, that money is very important. Only a fool would think that it's not. And then some people, we go a little even deeper than that. And you got some people that tell you, a rich man getting into heaven is like a camel going through the eye of a needle. See, we talk about, like I said, we're not going on a spiritual tangent here, but I'm just stating facts. If we look at Jesus taught in parables, meaning that it's a story, and the story is always open for what? Interpretation. So the interpretation of that is, I'll give you an example. You go to the store and you get a chocolate cake. Some people are diabetic, and they bite into that cake and they're going to say, oh my God, this cake is so rich. Meaning that the cake is obsessed. The cake is obsessed with sugar. So The interpretation of being rich and making it into heaven is equivalent to a camel making it through the eye of a needle, meaning that if you're obsessed with anything, not just money, if you're obsessed with any given thing to the extent you would put other things aside instead of what's really important, you will lose it all. Good book says, what's the point of gaining the world? Right? Gaining the world and losing your soul in the process. There's so many things that we get distracted of, and there's so many things we sell our souls to and we don't even realize it. We sell our souls in being less than what we're capable of doing just to get by. And we say that getting by is just good enough. That we're okay with it because we have settled and made it okay in our minds to say that it's okay when it's really not. It's really not. It's not okay that in 2009, when my mom, well, let's say 2008, when she really was battling, I lost my mom in 2009. It was not cool that because of lack of money and a lot of lack of knowledge, that my mother could have got other treatments. That one, even if she had to meet her maker, that there was still a chance for her to have a better quality of life. Or maybe there was some treatments out there that my mom could have recovered because of lack of knowledge and lack of money. Now that's something I gotta live with. Now I don't beat myself up about it because you don't know what you don't know. But I do know that ignorance is not bliss. No matter who tells you that, whoever tells you that, run away from them. Ignorance is not bliss, because now you have to reflect back on things. But now it's the time for you to say, you know what? I need something in my life. I need something of substance in my life. What is your dream? Is your dream to go to work every day, 9 to freaking 5? Go on a vacation once a year? Somebody fuss at you because you didn't do something on their time? Is that your dream, or is your dream your dream? My dream is to be able to help other people that need help, to show them how they can take charge of their life, how they can take their life to the next level and be a person when they look in the mirror, they're excited to see that they're happy. Oh man, that means more to me than anything. What's more important than you? What makes you happy inside? And I don't believe in a human being that is just settling. But when life beats us up, and it will, we start to settle. We start to feel like things aren't right. We start to feel like, why are we here? We don't even know our existence. We don't even know our purpose in life. And everybody says, well, I'm trying to discover my purpose in life. I don't know what my purpose in life is. Have you even tried to look? Or are you more caught up on what other people think about you? What other people are going to say? What other people are going to do? How other people are going to feel? But how about you? How are you going to feel about it? You've been putting up with the same old for the longest. It hasn't changed anything. So how about change it up? There's some people out there that's still waiting for their Prince Charming that hasn't come. And most likely never will. You got to accept that. Right? And there's a couple of reasons it may not come. It may not come because you're not looking. You think that somehow this person's going to mysteriously drop in your lap somehow. You're not looking. You're not trying. You're not being open. You're stuck in your feelings. I'm who I am, and I'm not going to change. And anybody don't like can get away from me. That's why you're in the situation you're in. You're running a business, or I run the business the way I want to. I don't want to listen to nobody else. I'm doing what I'm doing. How long is it going to really last? See, sometimes when we look out and we see it appears that people are winning, they're really not. It may appear that way at the moment. But victory comes to those that are patient, those that really listen, and they listen more to their heart than anything. Your heart's very important. You got to listen to your heart, and you got to know when it's time to fold them and go, right? There's many different things in life. And I can go on forever on this, but I want to get back to the main point of being loyal to yourself. You are first. You are priority. In your own life, you are the priority. How can you be more loyal to other things and pleasing other people more than yourself? When's the last time you really felt that you really know who you are and what you really want? See, tonight I'm asking a bunch of questions because I think these are questions people never really take the time to ask. They're always too busy losing it, that they can never find the time to get information to position them to win. I'll take that to the graveyard. I believe that wholeheartedly, man. And I wish you could understand the conviction that I'm saying that this is very important for you to understand, that you have to ask yourself the uncomfortable question. Yes, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna freaking hurt like it's never hurt before. It's okay. It's okay for it to hurt, because through the hurt, there's gonna be new growth. And through that growth, you're gonna become more of the person you used to feel like you could be, but you're not right now. What's bothering you? What is the one thing that you need to do right now that will revolutionize your whole way of life? Ask yourself that question. What is it? What is it? What is it going to take you to take your life to the next level? And that is what tonight's topic is about. So we're going deep, deep, deep into the psychology of people. So I was recently listening to a sermon by, I think it's C.W. Brown. Don't quote me on that, guys. I can't look it up right now. But on YouTube, all you got to type in is "Watch Them Dogs," and he goes into this whole, sermon about different types of people, because you got to realize there's different types of people. There's good people, there's bad people. There's people that want to be seen, people that want to be heard, people that want to win, people that can never lose. It's all types of people. There's people that want to be rich. There's people that just don't care. You got to ask yourself, what type of person are you? What kind of person are you? Are you the person that just don't care? Are you the person that just want to win? What is it? How do you? Where? Those are questions you got to ask yourself. Where am I going? How am I going to do it? Who am I? I don't want to hear that stuff. I'm a dad, I'm a mom, I'm a teacher, I'm a plumber, I'm a consultant. Who are you? What are you? What is the significance of your presence here on this earth? See, let me tell you something. Every day brings lessons. Every day brings pain. Every day brings failures. But every day brings love. Every day brings compassion. And every day brings success. You never know what your day will be filled with, but you got to make the best of it while you're here. We are creatures that we are everly entrapped, forever entrapped in the present. We cannot change the past. We can't go in the future. Someday does not exist. The only day that really exists is today. Yesterday doesn't even exist. Today is it. Tomorrow isn't here, so it does not exist. So what is it that you need to do right now that you absolutely need to do, that you refuse to do it? I'm going to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's not here, nor is it promised. But today, you're here. What can you do today? Well, I'm going to start my business in the next 6 months. 6 months? If you think of the complexity of this world, dude, you can't even get past tomorrow because you're stuck here right now. You're stuck in the today. You're stuck in the present. I can't even get to tomorrow. You can make reservations for the future. Who to say you're going to even show up? And I guarantee the world doesn't stop because you don't. Hardest thing I ever felt in my life that kind of tested my ability to dream and to be loyal to myself and my dreams was when I lost my mother. It tested my faith. It tested every fiber in me, because for the first time, I was faced with the idea of vulnerability. Vulnerability of my emotions, vulnerability of myself, vulnerability of my physical capacity, and the physical, capacity of those that were around me that I love, that it was truly tested. And I know for a fact, no matter who I thought I was, that I really wasn't that person. I wasn't that invincible guy. I can get the red cape, I can put it on, I can jump, but I promise you, I'm not invincible. I had to come to that realization because I thought my mom was. And I came toe-to-toe with that reality. And I think oftentimes when we're faced with realities of that magnitude, not just necessarily death, but disappointment, failures, disappointment, hurt, loss of financial, loss of house, loss of apartments, loss of clothes, loss of materialistic things that you really worked hard for, it tests the fiber of us. There's nothing insignificant about it. But then we stop losing hope, and we start thinking that there's not a better way, that there is no other way, that this is it. Where we'll find ourselves at today is what we have to accept. And guess what? The world will teach you the same. The world will teach you to stay in that box. The world will tell you, do not test the limits of where you're at, because it hurts. It's painful. That's why a lot of people don't start businesses. That's why a lot of people don't end up in relationship, because guess what? It hurts. We used to call it, back in the day, we used to call it growing pains. As your body is growing, you're feeling pains. And as you get older, your bodies have pain for no reason. But the key to it is, what you faced made you a better person. Now, don't get down, fail forward. In order for you to gain something, you think about it like this. If you're climbing a ladder, you have to have faith in the ability of the next step, because you have to sacrifice your foot on one part of that ladder to go to the next level, or you'll be in the same place. Same thing applies to life. If you're trying to go to the next level, you have to be willing to sacrifice something. You have to have faith that know that when you take that foot off that one peg, that the next peg is there without looking down. That you have to have faith that you know that it's there. That if you got a mentor or a coach, you got to know that you got to follow your conductor and have no fear. The right person caught that. Follow your conductor and have no fear. So, what is it that you need to do that you're afraid of because of failures that you had in your past? So what? Are you loyal to your dreams? Are you loyal to yourself? They say man's best friend is the dog. I don't care if the dog's poor, rich. If the master's poor, rich, that dog doesn't care. That dog will kiss the hand that doesn't even have any food for him. Isn't that something? To be that loyal to something, to a cause, to a belief, even when times get difficult and hard, and they will. See, the motivational king, I don't sugarcoat it and tell you, hey, if you go out here and you talk to people and you expose people to what you're doing, somehow it's just going to happen. I promise you it's going to take a lot of work. Thomas Edison said it best. He said most people miss success because it's dressed in overalls and looks like work. Most people don't want to work. They want the feel good of it. But pain is a hell of a drug. Oh man, let me tell you something. We talk about all the addictive stuff in the world. We talk about cocaine, meth. We talk about all these drugs. Let me tell you something. The most powerful drug in the world is pain. Pain will teach you some things, and pain can. Some people are addicted to pain. It's a drug. Oh yes, believe me, it's a drug. And sometimes that pain can get in your system, and it hurts so much because you look at it like, man, the way people treat me, I would never ever treat them. And I was just talking to a close friend of mine. We were talking, and I said, you know what? My mom used to tell me, she said, you know what? No, you'll never quite understand people, because people sometimes will do some things to you that'll blow your mind. You would never do it to them in a million years. You don't understand why they did it. Don't be surprised. A lot of times people do things, I'm not surprised by it, but it's very unexpected. The reason I'm blessed up and God has favor in my life, guys, is simply just one premise, is that I don't go out to hurt people. You know? And sometimes because people have such ill will in their mindset and in their heart, it's hard for them to accept that there are people out there that legitimately don't want to hurt people. I'm not built for it, guys. I don't know about you, but I think I'll get more blessings trying to help and be a helping hand to people, not a hindering hand to people. I like to be upfront and honest. If I can do it, I can. If I can't, I just can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I've let you down. Man will do that. We do that to each other. We let each other down all the time. It's called life. But it's being accountable and saying, look, I'm sorry. I apologize. Because me being this way is keeping me from getting to my end goal, to living my dream, my destiny, what I want. See, if you go out here and help enough people get what they want, with no motives behind it, unadulterated love towards their cause and their purpose, I guarantee you'll get blessed beyond measure. But you first got to be loyal to yourself and your dreams. Your dreams is not a pawn. You can't just pawn it off. Well, I can't do this right now. I don't have the money. I can't do this right now. I don't have the people in my corner. What if they never show up? What if the love that you want never comes? Why don't you become that in which you desire? You want love? Become loving. Friends aren't hard to come by. Be a good friend, and you'll find that good friends are easy to find. Be that in which you desire for yourself to other people. You're looking for a friend, be a good friend. You want someone to listen to you, be a good listener. And all of the things that I'm talking about tonight, let me tell you something, easier said than done. But I'm only reiterating to you what you probably already know. But somehow during the years of discontent, you forgot. So I'm that interruption right now. Because hopefully you're not doing nothing else but listening to what I'm saying right now. And my voice is not communicating a simple message to you, but it's connecting to your spirit to understand that these words that I'm telling you tonight is from my heart. It's from my heart. Sometimes it's better to take the high road in all situations that you do. You'd be surprised how a blessing will come. So what? Someone says something negative about you, your business, what you're doing, how you're doing it. So what? What are you doing? Do you believe in what you're doing? African proverb says, if there's no enemy within, then no enemy on the outside can bring harm upon you. But if you don't believe in yourself, all it takes is another dummy to come along and say, hey, you suck. And you guess what you say to yourself? I guess I suck. I guess I'm no good. And you're crying. You got this little sad story. Why? Stop caring what other people think. I hear the stories all the time. People, I don't want to go this place. You don't know what I do. I don't want to be seen here. What you mean you don't want to be seen? Because people are going to think. Any of the people that really that would talk behind your back, are they doing anything for you? You know, are they doing anything for you? You got to use people, and I use the word lightly when I say utilize people for what they're good at, how they can help you and how you can help them. You can't go to I'll tell you a story. We had this bum in our neighborhood, homeless guy. I didn't consider him a bum, but I consider him homeless. I consider him as who he was. He was Larry. And Larry was in the Korean War. And Larry lost his eye. And the kids would tease him and call him One-Eyed Larry. And they would spray paint the back of Piggly Wiggly One-Eyed Larry and draw a picture. But let me tell you something about Larry. As long as I've known Larry, I'm going to tell you one thing he never did. Larry never ever. I could have smelt liquor on his breath, but I swear to God, I could not tell you what he was drinking on because I never seen it. And I never seen a man can get his composure together in 2 seconds from being, totally drunk. He would never act a fool around women and children. And every time you seen Larry, even though Larry was in a dark place in his life, Larry didn't want other people to be in a dark place. Larry always said, don't be like me. Don't give up on your dreams. And it gives me chills because as I say this to you tonight, I'm thinking, Larry had it when most people didn't. And the ones that would be passing the judgment on him, they just as fool. They're the fools because they didn't know what Larry knew. Larry had something. He may not have acted on it, but he was wise enough to tell other people, don't be like me. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't let the world beat you up to the point you can't pick yourself up. And even though he let the world beat him up to a certain point, he would get himself together and tell you, stay in school. Don't be like me. Don't give up on your dreams. Whatever you want to put your mind to, you can do it. It may sound cliches, but let me tell you something. In the world that we live in today, and the much negativity that we have today, it's not a cliche. It means something when someone looks in your eyes and tell you that you are somebody and that you can do it. It means something. I don't want to hear nobody say that that's a cliche. Everybody's so quick to beat each other up and tell you what you're not capable of doing. Well, you should go to school for this and you should practice that. What do you want to do? It's your life. It's not a cliche. Look somebody in the eye and tell them that they are somebody, that they can aspire to be anything that they want to be. So what your mind can conceive, the body can achieve. You can make it. But we listen to what the naysayers. Let me tell you something. My mama conditioned me to the point that my mama couldn't come back. My mama brainwashed me. My mama brainwashed me to the extent that nothing bothered me when it came to people saying certain things to me that was negative. Even if my mama said something to me, it didn't bother me. Why? Because she conditioned me to say, boy, let me tell you something. You can do anything you put your mind to. Don't let nobody tell you. Mama said, even if I get crazy enough to tell you that you can't do something, just because it's unfamiliar to somebody, don't mean that they got the right to tell you that it doesn't work. Just because they don't understand it, don't mean they got the right to tell you that you can't do it. They don't give them no right. And you better be strong enough. I don't care if it's your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister. I don't care who it is. If they come with you and tell you what you can't do, 9 times out of 10. Matter of fact, 99.9% of the time, what they tell you that you can't do is something that they tried and they couldn't do, or they don't see the success in their life from doing it, therefore they can't see it for you. If somebody never seen success in their life, how in the hell can they see it for you? But these are the people that you can find and then you're taking advice from. So you're being more loyal to someone that's trying to destroy your temple than being loyal to someone that's trying to build you up. The ones that's tearing you down, you give them accolades. You support them. You don't support the ones that got your back. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I too am guilty. Guilty as charged. Sometimes we get lost in the sauce. We get lost. We get lost in our man-made inabilities to solve problems. We get lost. We can't do that. Because mama said, I should have done this. Daddy said I should have done. My best friend said, my associate said, my boss said, my sister, my brother said. What about what you said? Do you have any account? You're the one in charge of you. What do you say? What's your opinion in the matter? That's my plea to you tonight, to understand. Listen, if you get nothing from this, I want you to be able to leave this show tonight and have very clear understanding of what you want. What matters to you the most? What makes you complete? Not comparing yourself to others, not comparing other people's success to your own. For what? We don't need to do that. There's no need to do that. What do you want? What do you see for yourself? That's the question. That's the question. Stop beating yourself up. Stop being disloyal to yourself and being loyal to things and people that are not loyal to your dreams and what you see. Because guess what? The same people that are tearing you down about what you're trying to do are the same people that will benefit from you becoming successful. And that's whew, wow. That blows my freaking mind. That the people that stand to gain the most from it are the main people that be willing to tear you down the quickest, because they don't see it. They don't understand it. And for those that are listening, if you've ever done that to anyone and tell them that they can't do something, you need to go back and apologize for that. Because let me tell you something, when they get to that level, and they will, they're going to remember what you said. And you don't want people to remember negative. We get upset. Better if you get upset and don't understand something, just shut up. Don't say nothing. Then to give your 2 cents because you just don't understand, it doesn't make sense to you. Right? And the majority of my viewership are people of color. You know? And that's one thing I think that we as a people, we struggle with. And it's me keeping it real. We struggle with that. Because number one, we sit up here and we talk about, we'll be the main dream killers in situations and don't even understand why we're conditioned to be that way. We don't know the first thing. A lot of us, we don't come from a background where people know how to run a business. So why in the world would mama and daddy and them tell you about it's okay to start a business? They don't understand that stuff. The only thing they understand is a 9 to 5. That's what they understand. So they're not going to support you. All right? But the question is why? Why wouldn't they support you? Just because mama, just because daddy, just because brother, sister, cousin, friend, you don't understand it, support that person regardless. Because they will remember and it hurts. They'll never say, it should never be a point in your life where something is bothering you so bad, but you got to keep it in, trying to reserve somebody else's feelings about a situation that they caused. Let me tell you something. They weren't thinking about your feelings. They weren't thinking about you. So why should I hold on to this pain? And you the one that caused, you the one that made me feel this way. Why should I have to hold on to that? Why am I going to be once again? What about me? What's going to bring me happy? I'm not happy. That doesn't make me happy. That doesn't make me happy. So ask yourself, what is it important? What is important to you? What does it mean to you? Make a decision on what you're going to do. Don't think about it. Just go and do it. You got something planned, go ahead and do it. Do it big. Do it big. Do it big. Do it like you've never done it before. Don't let people, let me tell you something. Whatever you want to call it, the devil, negative spirit, whatever you want to call it. Let me tell you, he up and working. He working. It's called a distraction. It's called smoke. Everybody say that word, smoke. See, in the military, when they were trying to conceal their movement, they throw smoke. So you don't see that I'm moving from one side of the street to the other. So in life, when things are about to change for you, For the good, sometimes smoke will come. I don't want you to see how things are positioning for you, so let me cover your eyes so you can't see. So you still got the negative emotions that you had a week ago. Even though that the circumstances have changed, you still mad because all that smoke in your eye, you can't see what's happening. Oh, he working. I don't want you to do. You too powerful. Let me throw an egg in your basket so you can get a little bit of yolk on you. Oh, no. No. And those that listen to me, no. I won't let you go down like that. The ship won't go down like that. I don't care what you think. That's your opinion. How you think or your opinion of me, that's not my business. That's your business. I know what I got to do, and I'm not going to let nothing determine. I'm not going to let the distractions of life. I'm not going to let smoke devour my dream. I'm not going to let people that test your patience devour my dream. I'm not going to let it, because I know what I'm in for, and I know I'm going to be good. I don't care what situation I may face. I'm telling y'all this, and I mean it. I said this in day one. I said the only time you ever hear from your boy quitting in anything that I do, let me tell you something, the only way I quit, go ahead and get you some church shoes and get your black and white, because they put me 6 feet under. I'm not going out like that. I stand up for what I believe in. 10 toes down. Period. I was talking to a young man today. This young man spent some years in prison. And what he said to me, it made me really think. Had me thinking, I said, you know what? This guy has more of a moral compass than some people that I have day-to-day dealings with. Wow. What are you going to do with the moment, the interruption that you have in your life? There's all types of interruption. This is an interruption. If you're listening to this right now, this is the interruption. This is the moment in time right now in the present where you're trapped in, that you have a interruption, not listening to the bull crap that's on the radio. Wet the t-shirt up, do this and do all this stuff. We ain't talking about that. This is the interruption of talking about positivity in your mind, something that no one talks to you about. The only time you can kind of somewhat hear something like this when you go to church. And they too got their hand out. Can I get something, please? I'm not coming here with my hand out, asking for nothing. I'm giving. I don't need no payment. For those that want to find out how to find your purpose, when you're willing to do something you don't need no payment for, and you know you're still going to be all right. That's the key. When you know you're still going to be all right, regardless of the situation. That's the key to it. When regardless, you still going to be all right, whether you get paid or not, you still going to be all right. That's the payment. That's all I need. I love what I do. I love inspiring other people to new heights. I don't need nothing for that. I don't got to listen to Gary Vee, Tony Robbins, Les Brown, or any other motivational speaker. Why? Because I self-motivate myself. I want you to get to the point. I said this earlier this week. I want you to get to the point. You don't even got to listen to me. Because I've inspired you to the point you don't need to hear nothing. This is only reiterating to you what you already know, but you may not necessarily feel because of some disappointments, setbacks, and trials and tribulations that you faced in the past, that you forgot how you felt when you were 13 years old, when you were 15 years old, and you feel like you felt like you could take over the world. You felt like you was invincible. But because life shelled you out some difficult situations, because you lost some things, you may have lost some people along the way, you start feeling, man, is it even worth it? Can I do it? I'm not going to go outside of the box, because when I go outside of the box, all people are going to do is criticize me. Let me tell you something. If you're worried about people criticizing you, don't worry about them criticisms. Don't worry about people criticizing you. Critics, I've never seen a monument, a building, or anything erected for a critic. Never seen it. Oh, I give it 5 thumbs down. Who cares? I bet you don't got a building name after you. What empire have you built other than telling somebody your opinion of how much they suck, but you haven't done it your daggone self? People judging you and telling you what you can and cannot do, but they haven't done it. They ain't even tried to do it. And if they try to do it, they fail. And therefore, they feel they got the golden ticket to tell you it doesn't work. You shouldn't try it. And for those out there, I'm not going to bash them too bad. Because sometimes, and I wrote this in the book, Becoming Who You Should Be Despite Who You Are. It's available on Amazon. If you're really trying to get down in the nitty gritty of this, I said oftentimes the people that tell you this are your loved ones. And it's not because they don't love you. It's not because they don't love you. It's because they don't want you to experience some of the pain that they have. They don't want you to feel the same pain that they experience from being a failure. And when I say the word failure, get this right. People are not fair. Failures are situations. Those are circumstances. Failure is not a person. Only time you are failure when you just quit. That's the only time you're a failure. When you just daggone right quit. What if Tyler Perry quit? What if Oprah quit? When everybody tell her, who do you think? You're a woman. Women don't do this. Women don't be in television. And you're a black woman of all. Oh my God. What are you thinking, Oprah? Come on. You know, so-and-so got a job down here. Matter of fact, this is what our people tell us. This is what they tell us. Matter of fact, I know somebody that I can get you hooked at you can start Monday. I can call them this weekend and get you started. Ain't no reason for you to feel like, girl, ain't nobody gonna do that. You ain't gonna be able to do that, Oprah. Come on now. What if she had listened to that crazy person that didn't even know themselves and want to offer advice to somebody you don't even know yourself? But you want to give somebody advice about something. Let me tell you something. I'm not perfect. I'm learning still. We're all learning. We're all students of life. No one has the magic ticket. Some of us are in elementary school when it comes to life. With our understanding of life. Some of us have a master's. Some of us got a PhD. And some of us just got my mom used to say you got a PhD in bullshitology. You know, you got a PhD in bullshitology. Mama say that ain't a good degree to have. People don't value, bullshitology. It just stop BSing yourself. Stop BSing others. And if you're not there, stop offering people advice that's going to tear them down. If you don't know in the world you talking about, just shut up and say, hey, man, you can do it. Hey, girl, you can do it. You can do it. You go. I don't understand it, but you go for it. That's the way you communicate. Because guess what? You start manufacturing hatred. You start manufacturing hatred. What you mean? I just told them that I don't think it's a good idea. You manufacture hatred in that person. Now that person don't really like you as much as they used to. I promise you. Been there. There's people I don't even mess with today. I don't mess with them. They hurt my feelings. Oh, they hurt my feelings. Oh, Lord, they hurt my feelings so bad. Oh, they hurt my feelings, y'all. And I don't mess with them no more. I don't know. Me, you don't rock like that no more. We can't rock like that. You can feel however you feel about me, but I promise you can curse me out like a dog. You can call me everything, but I promise you gonna be, if you want to get fed around me, you're gonna be with a long handled spoon. You can talk about me, you can ridicule me, you can say whatever you want. You ain't gonna be in my circle doing it. You ain't gonna be in my inner circle doing it. Don't let people come in your inner circle. They're gonna beat you down and degrade your name and make you feel like you are nothing because you fell down. We all fall down. It's not the measure of when you fall down. It's a measure of how quickly you can get up. Whether that's in your personal life or in your business. So what? You failed. You're supposed to fail. Get over it. Shrug your shoulders. God dang. Brush the dirt off your shoulder and get back on the horse. Ride it. Don't run from it. Don't be in denial. Like you the first person. I hate people do that. Oh my God, I lost this. I've done it. That pity party. Guess what? You're not the first person that lost something. You're not the first person that had a failure in their business. The question then is, when is the next failure coming? When's the next failure coming? It's not a matter if you're going to, all businesses fail at some point in time. And how quickly are you going to be able to recover and keep on pushing? You're going to be, oh man, that didn't work. Let's go to the next thing. That marketing strategy did not work. Let's move to the next thing. All right. That job we were at is just not working. We got to move on to the next thing. This situation is not working for me. Got to move on to the next thing. Not dwelling on, oh my God, I'm the first person ever in the universe, ever in the world to go through this. Oh me, oh my. Can someone bail me out? No. You put yourself in the situation. It happens to everybody. You're not in it alone. It just didn't happen to you, and you're the first person it happened to. You're not the first person, Brandon, to lose their place. Brandon, you're not the first person to lose everything that they have. Brandon, you're not the first person to lose all the possessions of which your mother had. Brandon, you're not the only person that struggles. Brandon, you're not the only person to have bills. Brandon, you're not the only person to feel pain. Brandon, you're not. These are things you got to ask. You're not the only person. You're not the first person. You're damn gonna show not the only person. You're not. Nothing new under the sun. That's what they say. That's what the old folks say. Nothing new under the sun, young man. Nothing new under the sun, young woman. Nothing new. Nothing new. You're not the first person to lose something. Promise you, you're not the first. You won't be the last. And you're not in it alone. Get yourself around like-minded people. People that want more out of life. People that bring joy to your spirit and to your heart that's going to allow you to truly to make it effortless, but no effort. No effort. You don't have to have no effort on being loyal to your dreams. You don't have to betray yourself by becoming less. You don't have to talk down or act as if you're not as intelligent as you are to make other people feel comfortable. You got an idea, go out there and make it happen. You don't know where you might end up. You never know where you may end up. And in the process of it, excuse me, you got to be careful. You can't tell everyone your dreams. You can't tell everyone what you see. You can't tell them because they won't understand, and the only thing they're going to do is talk down. That's all they know is negativity. So, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to make sure I'm touching bases on everything. Because I know, a lot's going on right now with the storm just passing, and a lot of people lost a lot of things. But I don't want people to, it's like this, the farmer in the dirt. A farmer can have a bad season. Nothing grows. Bad crop. Nothing grows. The farmer can't go out in the field and start cursing the dirt. Dirt is all he has. Why curse the only thing that you have? Why curse your life? Why curse your health? You're healthy. You're in the right sound of mind. You're alive. Go out there and make happen what you want to happen, because at the end of the day, you're here. You can't curse what you got. You getting mad because you met with a temporary defeat. Now you're cursing everything around you. You cursing, I'm mad. I'm upset. Ah! Now you up for what? Who cares? 80-20. 80% of the people glad it was you. I'll say 80%. 80% don't even care. 80% don't even care what happened to you. Yeah. 80% don't care. 20% glad it was you and not them. So why just go down that road? Why go down that road? Pity party. So what? Can't curse what you got. You got to be loyal to your dreams. You got a dream. You said you want to do it. Now it's time to go after it. It's time for you to go after it. What are you waiting on? What is it? What was it back in the day? We call it manifest destiny. Manifest destiny was our God-given right. We felt in the United States, our God-given right for us to open expansion to the West. There's nothing going to stop us. It's our God-given right. So when are you going to say, it's our God-given right for me to be the best me? It's my God-given right for me to have and live my dreams. It's my God-given right for me to be happy. Depression is real, y'all. And let me tell you something. If you allow yourself to be around certain people, you will be so depressed, you will depress yourself in the grave. Some people can't wait to deliver bad news to you. Move them people out of your life. Take control. Manifest destiny in your life that is your season for growth. In a couple of days, it's going to be October. October is going to bring about the fourth quarter of 2017. And I promise you, there's some things that you said at the beginning of 2017 that you said you're going to accomplish, and you have not accomplished it thus far. Why don't you try to accomplish? I said the wrong word, y'all. Don't try. Why don't you go and do? Just make it happen. So I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I know I got to do it, right? Because when we got to do something, that's when we change. Guess what? I guarantee this. There's people that complain about a job all day. I hate this job. I hate the job. I hate the job. I hate the job. But you go every day, right? You go every day. You got the option of going out there trying to find a new job, but you won't do that. You complain about the job you got up until the point they fire you. Then when they fire you, you're going to get another job and come to find out, guess what? That's a better job. Man, I wish I'd done that before, but you're too daggone scary canary. Too freaking scared. Ain't nothing come to people that's scared all the time. That's what life is about, man. Fear will paralyze you to the point you won't do nothing. Everybody's scared. Don't get into it. You're not the only one. Somebody decided to do a business, start a business, using other people's money or using their money. They're scared out their mind. But they still do it. They don't let the fear to control them. Why are you letting your fear or other people's inability to believe that you can do it allow you to settle and believe that it's true? Why don't you go out and find out for yourself? Let me tell you something. I promise you this. You'll go to your deathbed happy knowing that at least you tried and it didn't work out. Then for you to sit there in your deathbed and say, man, what if I had tried? What if I had tried? I don't want to be rich for me. I'm not going to be rich for me. I'm going to be rich for those people that are around me that need to learn how to live a rich life. Not just a monetary thing, but in everything. Emotionally, physically, financially. Be rich, because I gotta be rich, because I gotta make sure that this richness goes to other people. Guys, if you're just now tuning in, you're tuning into the Start Thinking Forward show with Brandon L. Draper, better known as the Motivational King. And we're getting ready to wrap up. Because it's going 60 minutes straight, non-stop talking. Because I had to come from the heart. I didn't know how else to come. Y'all. I'm going to tell you something. The right person heard it and the wrong person didn't. Somebody looking at a cat puke or throw up or poop somewhere in the litter box, or somebody looking at something crazy, or a fight right now instead of hearing this sound. And that's okay. It ain't meant for them to hear it. It's okay. If you share it and they still letting it come, that's okay. They're not supposed to hear it anyway. Ain't their time. But the time will come where they will hear it. That is for a fact. I know that. Know how I know that? Because this is my passion. This is my purpose in life. If I know nothing else, if I didn't even know 2 + 2 = 4, I know that Brandon L. Draper was supposed to be doing this. Oh, yes. I know this for a fact. So if you want to find your purpose, you want to continue to grow in your personal life, you want to continue to grow in your business, you have some strategies that you just haven't figured out, or you want to figure out some new strategies, some new approaches to things, then what I need you to do is go ahead and become a part of the tribe, the Start Thinking Forward tribe, the Motivational King tribe, the Brandon L. Draper tribe. I need you to go to my website. Just play around. Nothing wrong with just play around. Go in my backyard. I'm inviting you to my backyard. I'm inviting you to my house. Come to my house. That's my real estate. That's my internet real estate. That's my real estate house. I'm inviting you guys to my real estate house. Go to my house. I'm giving you the address, www.thinkingforwardinc.com. Come to my virtual real estate. Come to my virtual house. Play around with some things. See how it fits you. But if you're tired of struggling, you're tired of not going to the next level, you're tired of having the wrong people around you, get around a community of people that's trying to grow. Get around a community of people that want more out of life. There's nothing wrong with wanting more. That's why you're listening to this right now. That's why you're not going to sleep to 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, because you want more. You want more. You can smell more. You can feel more. You can taste more. And you just doggone want more. but you just don't quite know how to do it, how to get there, and you're staying up late at night. No worries. Stop worrying about it. Time to get aligned. Not to come work for anyone, not to do anything. To work alongside of people that see the bigger picture in your vision. The bigger picture in what you want. People that are willing to be loyal to their dreams and willing to be loyal to yours. This is Brandon L. Draper, better known as the Motivational King. I will catch you Monday. And guess what? We're going to bring Jamrock's going to be on the show on Monday. You don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss Jamrock. Hey, Jamrock. Yeah, man. What going? Hey, you know you're going to be on the show Monday. Yeah, man. Me know I'm going to be on the show Monday, man. I'm going to show the people the real truth about what this entrepreneur stuff is about. All right. Hey, guys. Jamrock's going to be there Monday. I'm going to see if I can get some other players up on the show so we can really talk about this stuff to a whole nother level. All right. So, hey, guys, I love you. I hope this was a value to you. Please let me know if it's a value to you. I want to make sure I'm putting out value. It does not mean anything for me to ramble on for however long, but I do something in my heart and but I need to make sure it's a value to you, that it serves you. I'm not just doing this for me. This helped me to become better. I want to make sure that my message is serving you, is helping you, is uplifting you, and making you feel that there's someone that not only that you can communicate with, but you can connect with, you can identify with, that you can truly understand that what you're going through right now is nothing new, that there's other people that's going through it. They may not show it, but I'm telling you, it's there. You're not alone. Let's work together. Let's work alongside of each other to help this world, this country, this economic platitude that we're in right now grow to the next level. This, again, is Brandon L. Draper, better known as the Motivational King. Don't believe me? Just keep on watching.